Hi, this is Get Real with Chris and Mark, and this week's episode we have a special guest. We have Sweet Blue Smoke here today.
So tell us about yourselves and your business. If you guys want to introduce yourselves real quick.
I'm Nancy Bosket. This is my husband.
I'm Jim Bosket.
Why Sweet Blue Smoke? What's that mean?
Blue smoke is when the fire's burning, it's cleanest. It's almost invisible. You don't have a sooty flavor. You have nice, clean smoke, and that's pretty sweet.
Well, that is pretty sweet. I like it. Yeah. So I had the privilege. I've been by. I've checked it out. I had a great lunch there. It was amazing. And so, and as everybody can tell, we got an amazing spread here of all the stuff that you brought with you today. So, what made you decide to do barbecue?
It's been a passion, and we've actually been working on the recipes probably at least 12 years.
Wow.
And how we would move things. So it's been a long time coming, and we had a construction company that we don't have now, and it was time.
Well, it was time. I get it. Well, I mean, I've got to say, Mark, I know you haven't tried it yet, but they have this smoked blueberry barbecue sauce, right? Which I have never heard of in my entire life.
That sounds amazing.
And it is pretty cool. Yeah. So you guys decided, you decided to start this company, and you're in Callaway, Maryland, which we want to make sure we point out, everybody. It's really easy to get to, right off the road, right there, right next to our guest from the previous episode.
That's right.
You guys are really close together. Yeah. So, but that's cool. I really love it. And I had a great lunch there. I really did. So
Thank you.
Awesome.
So what else? What do we have? Tell us what we got.
Yeah.
So we have a creamy coleslaw. We make in-house. Everything's house-made. We have, based on his grandmother's potato salad recipe, and we change it up a little bit. And then we have brisket burnt ends. That's one of our newest ones, and we use like a Korean barbecue on it. And then we have our pulled pork, and all of our pickle-ish. We call it pickle-ish because it's not like a true pickled. It's a quick pickle, so we call it pickle-ish. And that's our dill pickle-ish, our sweet onion. This is one of my favorites, the spicy pineapple. Goes great with
I'm not waiting.
Pork belly.
Send it.
I'm not.
And then our creamy mac and cheese. And sometimes people get our brisket and
good.
put it on top of the mac and cheese. We call them floaters.
Okay.
But we have 7 barbecue sauces.
Tell me that's not delicious.
That's good.
Yeah, that's
It's
really
different.
good. I love it, spicy and
Different. It goes
is
great
different.
with. It's kind of a cleanser.
It goes nice with pork.
I like it.
We wanted some cleansers for the richness of the meats.
yeah.
So that if you have a balance like that, you're more likely to eat more.
Just the right amount of spicy in there too. Just a little
Yeah.
tingle, not
but it's
too
sweet
hot.
too, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean, I
It
love
takes
that.
you to a place that it's like, oh, okay, this isn't going to hurt.
Right.
And then,
It's like I could eat more of that.
Yeah.
You know what's this is what I love about this opportunity for everybody here. You said you've been working on this for years. You can tell that wasn't something that just appeared, right? There's effort in that, and you can really tell it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean by that, Mark? I mean, like, there's like real flavors that like somebody took time to develop. So that's really awesome. That's
Thanks.
kind of cool.
Thanks.
I was waiting for Nancy to be like, well, I actually whipped that up last
Yeah,
week.
I know. It's just
It's a new invention. No.
All right, so Mark, this is where I'm digging it.
We're
All right.
Let's do it.
probably our own worst critics, and that's why when you're spending 12 hours at a grill, it better taste good. And if there's something that can be better through the years, the next time you smoked, you'd make improvements, and that's where
The second one of those.
I say that it was years. None of it ever was bad, but how else can I make this brisket better?
Right.
And how can I alter the smoke in some way? And with 2 of us, we can only eat so much. So it took,
good to feed other
maybe
people.
a decade to eat and enough food to have that happen.
Right.
Because when you're at home, 2 people, and you're smoking 40 or 60 pounds of meat at a time, you just can't eat that much this
Right.
week.
Yeah.
You said something that kind of makes me think. Like standing 12 hours in front of a smoked grill or smoker, man,
that's the difference too.
That's the difference. Yeah,
That's something else we're doing different than just about anyone around here. We call it craft smoking, in that there's no electric or gas involved. It's all a pitmaster standing in front of a fire.
Wow.
And so it gets tended. You wear a timer around your neck every 15 minutes.
You check
You
it.
know, even if you're helping me with something, if that thing goes, I know you're walking.
Right.
And you're checking the fire every 15 minutes all day long.
Yeah.
That's really
That's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
We took years and years too of investigating other barbecue, like just researching everybody else's barbecue and what we liked, what we didn't like, what
I need
paired
that job.
together.
I need that
We
job.
actually, because of that, became Kansas City barbecue judges, and we
Awesome.
went out to
And we've
Kansas
judged
City.
the World Series of Barbecue twice.
Yeah,
So you guys know what you're doing.
We
So
judged the pre-party once.
Oh.
that was fun.
I
That's
just
probably
want to
the
say
best.
those burn-ins are really good.
Yeah, those are really tasty.
So you said that was like Korean barbecue is what you did with
It's
those?
the marinade on it.
Yeah, a little sweet. I like it.
Yeah, we
Really
use
good.
there's, within a single brisket, there's
Yeah, go ahead.
different qualities of meat. Marbling is a word that's thrown around a lot, and the heaviest marbled, what I consider the best part of the brisket, is what we make the burnt ends out of. So they're going to have the highest fat content.
I want to point out, you commented that you did the deconstructed sandwich earlier.
Yeah.
You can see why, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, it's juicy barbecue. It's
Yeah.
not dried out. Yeah.
You didn't want it to dry out on the way here, I guess. That makes
Well,
perfect sense.
what happens, the meat won't dry out. Your bun will be like pudding.
Right.
Bread,
Yeah.
barbecue
We
bread
try
pudding.
to tell
That's good
people
stuff
they
right
don't
there.
need sauce, and we made sauces because a lot of
So-
people, that's what they're
You don't need
used to.
sauce with that, but it's
But-
delicious.
Yeah, it's
So
just
what-
an added.
We're trying
thing.
pulled pork right now, which is nice and juicy, awesome.
Certain ones go better with different things. That's why we're kind of guiding you.
Okay.
The mustard will go especially good with the beef if,
If
you
you
like.
like
That is
mustard, yeah. And then the pork belly goes really good with the sweet blueberry.
I see you got a bottle of sauce there. Is that the butt burner?
No, this
No,
is the
that's
original.
the original.
We sell it like this too at the store. If we sell like
Like
large,
I would buy this
portions
and
and-
use it at home. Like,
Which one's
Yeah.
the butt burner?
oh yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. It's
Yeah.
not too like, you know what I mean?
It's
like
not
you
a
said, it
place of
takes you
pain.
there, but it doesn't
Yeah.
hurt.
yeah,
That's pretty good stuff.
That blueberry barbecue sauce.
yeah,
Man.
yeah. And we'll also we started doing Cubans with our pork belly.
Nice. My wife loves Cubans. Like anytime we go to a place there's a Cuban on the menu, she's ordering it. So I'll get the broken fence. And
And
she'll
she'll get
more
the-
than likely get a Cuban. Yeah.
I
Those
love
are-
pork
those
belly
are our
though.
specials,
That's one of
yeah.
my favorites.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I'm going to get to the potato salad because I consider myself a potato salad connoisseur.
You're
to be
just
honest
trying to
with you.
cool down that butt
No,
burner.
no,
aren't
the
you?
butt burner's good. I'm good. It's not. It doesn't even hurt. But I will tell you, I'm very particular about potato salads. So
Yes.
just to put that out there.
I
So
get
this
it.
was your mom's recipe.
It
I'll
was
let you
his
do it first.
grandmother's. His grandmother's.
Your grandmother.
Recipe.
Where are you guys originally from? All over.
Oh boy.
I'm an Army brat, and
Me too.
I was IBM.
and we met up in Connecticut. He worked for General Dynamics, and we've always been foodies. We used to have parties surrounded by everything was food. It was all food.
Oh boy.
So,
That is really
good.
good. It's like light. You know what I mean? Like
I'm gonna get some more.
it's our
Well,
secret
you're moving towards
weapon.
that palate cleansing thing.
Yeah, that's what I meant,
Now I'm
right.
not ready for the next protein. There they were.
So
they were
we
in
eat
the
the
bag.
pork
That
belly
is
every
really
morning
good.
with eggs. It's like our new bacon because we cure it, the pork belly,
Awesome.
which is different than a lot of people do.
okay. That literally melted in my mouth. Like
Yeah.
as the definition of melting in your mouth is what it did.
Yeah. Sorry, I got a little like
That's
nasal
tearing
drip.
up.
Nasal drip.
It's
from
so
the
good. It's
Butt
tearing
burner.
up.
The pork
Caught me
belly,
like a couple minutes later.
I've seen you
pork
getting
belly
a little
with
red
Yeah, I
over
was like,
there.
whoa.
with the pineapple is a real nice combination too.
I mean, that is really good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, I want to go.
I think we're probably the luckiest two people in the world right now. Did I mention that?
This was the best idea ever.
Best
Thank
idea
you
ever.
for coming up with this idea.
You're
Chris,
welcome.
and inviting me in. I really appreciate that. Because now I get to sit here and hang out with you and eat some
I
delicious
mean, where else would I have
food.
this opportunity? This is really, really good.
Thank you.
It's like going on a food tour, but everybody comes to us. Like, genius.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't bring the ribs today, but the ribs are really, really good too.
That's what you want us to come out to the
Yeah, you have to
establishment.
come
You gotta leave us.
Okay.
It's like a
Yeah.
little
Teaser.
hook to come.
Yeah.
Right, little
Right.
teaser. Full disclosure: I did get mac and cheese the last time. That's really, really good mac and cheese.
Thanks.
I mean, it's creamy. The little breadcrumbs or whatever on top.
We take our cornbread and
Yeah.
when we have crumbs left, we toast the crumbs of the cornbread
And
and
they
we
smoke
sprinkle
'em.
some.
I will tell you that one thing they don't have here that I do remember was their blueberry cornbread.
Cornbread. Yeah.
Okay, so that's another teaser. If you haven't had their blueberry cornbread, you got to go try the
We
blueberry
smoke the
cornbread.
blueberries just like in the blueberry sauce.
They smoke the blueberries,
And it's a sweeter
It's in
cornbread?
the cornbread.
Whoa.
And it's kind
And-
of sweet.
yeah.
It's more of a dessert thing, and she does a honey butter
Yeah.
with it.
Awesome.
That
All right, I'm gonna do this, Mark.
It's quite powerful.
Amazing.
We have
Like mac
a
and cheese is
manager
good?
who's
Yeah, not
an
making a mess,
amazing
but-
baker. She bakes our specials, like we'll do a crisp or our breads.
Awesome.
She's really
Yeah, that.
good.
So what sauces haven't I? I have this. I have this.
With
So-
the brisket, the mustard sauce is real nice.
All right, let's do that.
You stay with more of the savory ones than the sweet.
I'm
do
still
really
blown away
like
how
mustard
moist
sauce.
everything is, right? Like,
Yeah, especially because it traveled here.
yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. I was just like during COVID, everybody did we had a lot of delivery and a lot of stuff. By the time it got to you, right? This is all moist and juicy and
Yeah.
and it's been a while since it's been on the smoker,
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, that and it's been in transit for an hour and a half.
Oh wow.
Look, I just want everybody to know, like, we're not full of it. Like,
No, I know,
everything is really good.
I mean, I can't.
Obviously, we're like, oh, that's terrible.
Right.
Like, no, everything is really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. Like, I guess maybe we're really lucky because
Yeah.
the stuff we've had
Yeah.
has been really awesome.
I like
but,
barbecue though. I mean,
Well,
so-
I do too.
Yeah.
Thanks.
But you guys
came to
have
the right
really. I like what'd you call it, like craft barbecue,
Yeah,
kind
craft
of thing, right?
smoking.
Craft
Yeah.
smoking. I love that. I think it's like a thing that you guys have kind of like, brought that in here because you can't, you can get barbecue at other places, right? Let's be real. This is different, right? This is like a different level, right?
Yeah.
And I can taste it. I can see the passion in your preparation and what you did here, and I'm going to call you guys out a little bit in a good way.
Okay.
So when we first got here, they were very concerned about how the food was here and the preparation, and you went to wash your hands. I'm just calling you out. I want to make sure this is clear. So this is, to me, that's a great feeling because that means somebody who cares about their customer and the experience. So congratulations for that. That's a big
thanks.
thing,
Yeah, definitely
Well, we
shows.
were something that disappointed us at a number of barbecue places we've been through the years was the sides are like an afterthought, where
Yeah.
they just there was something that I don't know. I've been to barbecue places that give them away. You can just go pick your sides up where you go get napkins and forks.
Right.
And if we were going to do them, we wanted to have them be something to eat. We didn't bring you collards or green beans as far as another teaser goes, but
They're good hot.
yeah,
Really hot.
you'd want to have them hot.
Tell me about this original barbecue sauce because it's also very good. It may be my favorite, honestly.
Oh.
Started with a recipe I got from a client from the construction company. One day on the island in his home, there were badges for here that said Kansas City Barbecue Society judges or whatever, and I'm like, Dave, you judge barbecue? And he's like, oh, it's an excuse to get in the plane and go fly somewhere for the weekend, and we're back for work on Monday, and we get to do something while we're somewhere else. And so that's where I found out about KCBS, and then we became judges years later. And but through that, after that conversation, the next day, Amazon was even young then, was a barbecue cookbook on my back doorstep. And
Oh, wow.
this is, I don't know, 2006 or something. Oh, well, that would have been long. Wow. And ever since, we've kind of been barbecue buddies, and he turned me on when we were talking about sauces to recipes, and that's what started that sauce recipe.
Well, all I can say is if you're watching today, go check out Sweet Blue Smoke.
Oh yeah,
Like, because you will not be disappointed. For
I'm
sure.
going. I want to try everything else
Yeah.
on the menu. I can't wait. I might have to carve
I feel
out
like
a
I'm a
special date night just to take my wife over there. She usually doesn't like barbecue, but I can sell her on the fact that there's a Cuban. Yeah, money. catering.
Yes.
You guys do catering as well?
Yes, we do.
Okay, awesome.
And with a new smoker we just received yesterday, and we're getting to know starting today, our capacity has up about sixfold. So
Oh, wow.
we have the ability to do larger events, and so the catering will become more of a thing.
How excited are you for the new smoker?
I
You're holding me back right now.
texted the guys. I feel so weird. I'm like, well, three of them. I have 2 pit masters and the manager who runs the restaurant with us. So I feel like a 10-year-old. The guy told me, I'll be there in less than an hour.
And you're like, wait, I can't wait.
It was just,
Yeah.
it
It's like
was
when
the
we
weirdest
acquire a
feeling.
new property.
Right, I know, right.
Oh, I'm so excited about this thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got to say this was delicious, and
Thanks.
thank you both for coming, and
Thank you for
I
having
can't wait
us.
to come back to Sweet Blue Smoke.
I wish I didn't have lunch because I want to eat everything.
I know,
else.
me too. I know, me too.
It's been a pleasure, but Chris and Mark,
Yeah.
thanks for inviting us and letting us be a part of what
Thanks
you
for
do.
hanging out.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
And like I said, we feel like 2 spoiled little kids here. We get food
Oh
every
yeah, it's
week,
great. And if you guys ever need anything, hit us up.
Yeah.
I mean, we're always diving into local issues and things going on with a business twist. So,
Okay.
you ever run into any challenges out there, or anything that you want to share with the world? That's what we're here to do.
That's exactly what
So.
we're here to do.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Yeah.
you.